So first of all, I want to thank you all for being here and attending Prego Expo's virtual summer expo. I've had the privilege of meeting the event organizers in person a few times, and they truly are amazing people who do an incredible job to share knowledge and expertise with you. So I want to thank them as well. My name is Roxy. I'm the founder of HoopDee, and today we're going to talk about managing your baby's milk, whether it's breast milk or baby formula. By the way, if you haven't heard of HoopDee, it's because we're actually a baby. We're less than 5 months old and currently in beta, but we're already recommended by over 40 hospitals, organizations, and practices all over the country. So now that you've heard the name, keep an eye out for us for when we make it big time. By the way, I want to start by saying that I can guarantee that all of you are going to be more prepared on this topic than I was as an expecting parent just by being here. For those of you whose little ones have already arrived in this world, I'm hoping I can make your life a little bit easier. I realize managing milk sounds incredibly boring, but if there were two things that I'd like to do in life, and I've made a career out of this, it's automating as many chores or tasks as possible and having fun. So let's go. Some quick housekeeping items. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. We're at Get HoopDee on all those platforms. We have a lot of exciting things coming up in our near future, including a new series we're doing called Quick Tips with Roxy and some product releases, which I may share with you during this presentation, which would be a huge deal because this would be the first time that I publicly speak about our patent pending products invented by yours truly. Also, download our free HoopDee app. There are links to download our free HoopDee app on our website, or you can search HoopDee in the App Store or Google Play on your phone. You can also scan this QR code. I'll be doing a demo in a few minutes, and if you want to follow along, go ahead and download it now. You should be able to download it and get it set up fairly quickly. All right, so today we're going to talk about milk that needs managing, CDC guidelines for storage, how HoopDee helps, Prego Expo exclusive, some words of encouragement, and we'll do questions at the end. But feel free to put them in the chat box and we'll try to get to as many as time allows for. Okay, before I deep dive, because the beginning may sound overwhelming, right up front, I want to share with you that HoopDee offers the easiest solution to managing your baby's milk. And most people's favorite part, it's free. After all, I did say that I like to automate and make things fun. And that's why I created HoopDee. It's the system that does the thinking, remembering, and reminding for you so you never waste a drop. I'll get more into this later, but let's get back to the agenda items. As I said, if you're listening right now, you're already more prepared than I was for this. My wife and I attended baby classes, we watched videos, she read the books, I didn't. And one thing that wasn't talked about much was how do you manage your baby's milk? And honestly, I didn't think about it until my wife filled her first collection cup, one of these things, with milk and said, we need to figure out how long this thing lasts for, which is kind of crazy to think about because breast milk is all my son ate for the first several months of his life. It's the only thing that he was supposed to eat. It's recommended by the World Health Organization and the American Academy of Pediatrics that babies only consume breast milk or baby formula for the first 6 months of life. So you'd think it's really important we know how to deal with this ahead of time, right? Well, this is why I'm so glad you're here. So let's go over what milk needs to be managed. Basically, any milk that's not inside of your body or your baby's body requires managing. For instance, if you're pumping using these to collect milk, or a collection cup, or you are mixing and preparing baby formula. All of these things basically have expiration dates on them. Unlike the milk that you buy at the grocery store, your breast milk or formula doesn't come with a nice little expiration sticker on it. And it's on you to figure that out. Unless you're using the free HoopDee app, of course. All right, so let's briefly talk about storage guidelines. And the reason I say briefly is because if you download the free HoopDee app and use it, you won't have to know or remember any of this. But knowledge is power, so I'll share. The most common storage guidelines that are shared among pediatric providers in the United States are the CDC's. This kind of blows my mind. The CDC has two totally different pages for storage guidelines on breast milk and baby formula. And the pages and charts look totally different. So what I did is I simplified and combined them into one sheet here. Now, I realize this might not be easy to see, but again, I want to keep this section at a high level. So in a nutshell, you can keep freshly pumped breast milk at room temperature for 4 hours, in the refrigerator for 4 days, and either in the freezer for up to 6 months before your milk begins to lose nutritional value. Sounds easy enough to remember, but this is where things can get tricky. First of all, every baby bottle looks the same. Secondly, the expiration times for milk that you've thawed from your freezer has different guidelines. Baby formula also has different guidelines. And if you move milk from the fridge to room temperature, or if your baby begins to sip from a bottle, the expiration time on that milk needs to be recalculated because the milk is changing temperature or it's been contaminated by your baby's saliva, reducing its shelf lifetime. Now, whether you choose to follow these guidelines, it's up to you. I've met parents that really like to stick to these expiration times like glue, and I've met other parents who move fast and loose with them. Trust me, I'm not judging either way. I will tell you, the first few weeks of my son's life were the most beautiful and the most sleep-deprived weeks of my life. I struggled with remembering. The first time I found an abandoned bottle of milk, it had been sitting out for at least 16 hours, way beyond the CDC limit, and enough time that probably no one on earth would recommend using it. And I felt terrible. That was milk my wife worked so hard to make. My son was already critically underweight, and I had wasted his only source of food that we had. It was really scary, and I never made that mistake again. Just kidding. The second time I did it, I felt terrible again, but I decided to do something about it. I talked to tons of friends with kids to see what they did to remember. And honestly, nearly all of them had made similar mistakes. They also struggled with remembering all the guidelines and expiration times on their milk inventories as well. You know, I told myself, there's gotta be a better way of doing this. I mean, I'm a 21st century gal. I rely on my phone to tell me when I have meetings or where my keys are. My phone should be able to tell me when my baby's sole source of food will expire. And that's what HoopDee does, and so much more. The free HoopDee app calculates expiration times, recalculates expiration times based on activity, manages your entire inventory, including frozen bags of milk, sends you friendly reminders, allows you to invite family members to manage your inventory with you, and calculates how long your supply will last. Okay, so here's how it works. So whenever you fill up a bottle or bottles or bags with milk, open up the HoopDee app and click Add Food. And you'll get to a page that looks just like this. Fill out this short form with just a few taps. What you're doing is you're indicating what's in the bottle or bag, whether it's fresh breast milk, thawed breast milk, or baby formula. You're indicating whether you're storing it in the milk in a bottle or a bag, and what location you're storing it at. Side note, by default, the app will set the current date and time, but if life got in the way and you need to retroactively enter your bottle, you can just change that date and time by tapping on that area. The next few items are completely optional. You don't have to enter this in, but if you want to know how long your inventory will last, I highly suggest entering the volume for each entry. We have a really cool supply calculator that figures that out for you. For additional details, you can put any notes in there you'd like to save for yourself or for anyone else who you've added to your family in the app. That's right. You can add family members and caregivers to the app so everyone's on the same page. So once you click apply, the app will tell you to write a number on the bottle or bag. Take some tape and a Sharpie and write that number on there. Now you'll see that bottle in your inventory as well as everything else that you've added. Whatever's at the top of the inventory is what will expire next. This is super helpful for you and your family members. Again, invite your partner, parents, doula, or anyone taking care of the baby to your family in the app so they know which bottle to feed the baby. For the moms listening, no one will ever need to wake you up or call you when you finally get a ladies' night out to ask which bottle to feed the baby because the app will tell your partner. You all will also get notifications on your phones as expiration nears. HoopDee does the remembering and reminding for you. It also tells you what you can and what you can't do. For instance, milk that's been sipped from, thawed milk, baby formula, it can't be frozen. So the app won't allow you to do that. It safeguards you from making those mistakes. Now, let's say we want to feed our baby bottle number 214, or maybe we just want to move bottle number 214 to the countertop or bag it in the freezer. What we'll do is we'll click on bottle number 214 and we'll tap either move to or use and follow the prompts. The app will then calculate the expiration time. By the way, expiration times are based on CDC guidelines that I shared with you earlier. Also, if you just want to check any details on a bottle or bag, just tap on the bottle or bag like we just did right here. So for the sake of time, I won't go over all the quick and easy how-tos, but you can watch them on our website, gethoopdee.com, or our YouTube channel, youtube.com at gethoopdee. And now for the Prego Expo exclusive. Now, I'm not joking. I talked to some of my advisors yesterday to determine whether I should sneak peek our products during today's seminar. And lucky for you, we decided to do it. So, coming out later this year are our patent-pending HoopDee hoops. When you open a pack of HoopDee hoops, put your hoops on each one of your bottles. They're made of silicone, and they fit nearly every baby bottle on the market. We'll offer 3 packs, rainbow, pastel, and earth, so you can have up to 18 distinctly color-coded bottles. If your baby doesn't use many bottles, you'll just need 1 pack, but if your kid is like mine, you'll need all 3. I mean, between bottles in the fridge, in the sink, and on the drying rack, we were pushing close to 18 bottles at any given time. Now, when you fill a bottle, you can still go through your app, or you can still go through your phone and find the app, or you can simply tap your phone to the app. You simply tap your phone to the hooped bottle, and the add food page will appear. I can't tell you how convenient this is when you're so tired that your eyes are crossed. Now, your inventory will be so much easier to read. It will look so much cleaner with less words, and now that you're on a color-coded system. And for my favorite part, if you're in a panic or rush because baby is crying and you find a bottle sitting out, simply tap your phone to it and the bottle details will appear. Immediately, you'll be able to see whether the bottle is expired or not. Also from that page, you can choose to move it or use it. Our HoopDee hoops were designed for quick grabs and seamless caregiver communication. I mean, imagine babies crying and yelling to your partner, honey, grab the green bottle. There will be no question whether the correct bottle was grabbed or not. The hoops don't require any charging or batteries. You can keep them on your bottles when you wash them in the sink or in the dishwasher. They're waterproof and they withstand high and freezing temperatures. This, my Prego friends, is a game changer. We'll have these on the market just in time for the holiday season, and they'll retail for about $50 a pack, which includes 6 hoops. One thing I didn't go into too much detail is freezing and storing your milk. Essentially, if you're freezing your milk and using the HoopDee app, pour your milk into a freezer bag like this one and write the number the app provides you with on the bag. You'll receive notifications and it'll be stored in your inventory just like your bottles. When you're ready to thaw your milk, the HoopDee app will guide you through and continue to send you reminders. We'll be selling these bags, we'll be selling these freezer bags that allow you to easily label them. Other freezer bags have tiny lines on them for you to fill out all the details. It's really annoying and hard to read, especially when your ballpoint pen smears. There's no need for that with HoopDee because all of the information on the bag is in the app. Another total game changer. So I'm gonna keep you all to semi-secrecy, and I'm winking here if you can't tell. Again, follow us on social media, especially Instagram, so that you're aware when products drop. Tell your friends about us too. And this is a product for the moms and the dads. Yeah, I like to joke that I'm really in the business of saving relationships here. Actually, I'm not joking. Lastly, I want to tell all you mamas and papas watching that you've got this. My son was a year and a half. He's a year and a half old now. And in some ways, it feels like yesterday that my wife and I were excited and nervous all at the same time. And in other ways, it feels like forever ago. But I remember that unconditional love that I felt for him immediately. It was so powerful. And it got me through the middle of the nights of wake up sessions and endless diapers and constant feedings. And if you don't feel those things right away, it's okay. Ask your friends and family for help. You can even message me. It takes a village after all. All right, so questions. My marketing advisor, Chris, has been sitting off to the side, but he's coming around out from the curtain and gonna let me know what we've got in the chat box.
Here's a question. Why did you choose the color purple?
Oh gosh, we're getting personal here. Okay, it's my favorite color, and I'm a Prince fan, so I don't know how many of you were expecting that answer, but purple's awesome.
We had a question that said, I still have milk left after 3 years in the freezer. Do I throw it away?
Oh, very good question. So it's not recommended to consume it, but a lot of people like to use those for milk baths. I don't know all the details or the research of it being 3 years old or not, but I think it is safe for milk baths. I would just say do a little bit more research on that, and you can still put it to good use, I think.
Will you be able to write baby names and dates with dry erase for daycares for the bags?
So the bags are one-time use only. So you could write that information on there, but we recommend using a Sharpie just so that it stays on there permanently, and then when you're done, you can toss the bag.
Will these be HSA, FSA available or eligible?
Yep, we are working on that, and our goal is to be on that list.
And when are the bags coming out?
Same time as the hoops, so both the hoops and the bags will be on the market in time for the holiday season. We got questions. We good? Any other questions? All right. Well, I want to thank you all again, and I know we're not in person or anything, but I'm really stoked and excited for you all. Gosh, it's an amazing time. So congratulations! I'm so excited for you all.